Hello, my name is Carmen. I'm a Twitch VTuber and I'm also a book lover. I read horror, dark fiction, and mystery. As always, I'm open to suggestions, so please post your recommendations in the comments. Last month, I posted my first TBR video, and I didn't read everything I was hoping to read, but I think it gave me a general direction to go. So I thought maybe I would do that again. This month, I don't have any big challenges, but I would like to film a video about some of the possibilities this month. First, I saw a challenge from Kelsey's Nostalgic Life for Old School April. The challenge focuses on everything old school, reading books, watching movies, old school crafts. I don't know that I will participate in all the challenges, but I at least wanted to read one book for this challenge. The book I want to read, I believe I read it in middle school. I don't know if I finished it or really any of the details about it, but last year I was kind of reminiscing about this book and I thought I wanted to order it. Of course, it's not in print anymore, so I did have to order a secondhand copy. So when I heard about this challenge, I went, pulled it off the shelf, and look what I found inside the cover. Wow. There was no card in there, but I remember filling out the cards in the library, and then the librarian would go in and stamp the date on it. You could see who had checked the book out before you or if they had rechecked it out. It was just such great memories. I will link that video to this challenge in the description. For the 2026 Read Your Book Self Challenge from Chantel Reads All Day, I do have a copy of that challenge pasted into the front cover of my reading journal. I did not finish the March prompt, but I'm just going to go ahead with the April prompt. It is to read a book with a conjunction in the title. I looked at my bookshelf and I just don't have any books with a conjunction that are not horror related. And I'm not really feeling horror right now. I'm kind of in a more spring mood. So I think I'm just going to go to the library and see, just browse the shelves, see what pops out at me. Next, I'm currently listening to an advanced reader copy of an audiobook from NetGalley and Macmillan Audio, and it's called Celestial Lights. It was released March 24th, but I think I ended up getting it a little bit late from the publisher. It is about a man traveling through space to the moon of Europa. He is reflecting on his life growing up in the small town and building a career for himself, falling in love, all those things. It sounds really nice and reflective so far. I'm not sure that I would necessarily count it as a hardcore sci-fi, more it's more literary than sci-fi, but we'll see how it progresses. Next, I have two short books that I read the first few days in April. Both were from the library. The first one was Hunchback by Sao Ichikawa. It is translated by Polly Barton from Japanese. It was posted by the channel Jack in the Books. I believe this was the 20 on the 2025 Booker Prize shortlist. It's about a woman with a musculoskeletal condition. I will go more in depth about this in my weekly wrap up. I also got The Book No One Wanted to Read by the comedian Richard Ayoade, and it is illustrated by Tor Freeman. If you know anything about Richard Ayoade, he was in It Crowd. He's also had a couple of shows like Travel Man. This book, I have to say, I'll give you a little spoiler, it was a DNF for me. And I will go into more depth as far as why, but essentially, it was like a bunch of jokes with pictures, and it didn't really have any plot or anything like that. And I got about halfway through and I just DNF'd it. Next, I am reading Three Things About Elsie. I saw this book recommended from the channel Louise Savage Muses. I'll link that video in the description. It's about a woman who has had a fall. She is reflecting on her life, but there is also someone new in her care home that she thinks she knows from her past and that they're very suspicious. And I believe she also has a bunch of secrets in her past as well. I love when a book has an elderly protagonists. I feel like elderly protagonists are very underrepresented a lot of times in literature. And I also like when the elderly protagonist could possibly be an unreliable narrator because that causes a lot of tension as far as do I believe what this person is telling me, or are they really having a dementia episode? Next, I'm choosing a book from my TBR card deck. I ordered this set from Etsy. It's called Big Sky Artistry. I will link their shop in the description. I often find TBR cards to be themed around romance, fantasy, and those are two genres I really don't read. So I was glad to find this deck that is more generic. And so, as you can see, I will be choosing a book where the title includes all the letters of my first name. Coincidentally, my name, Carmen, is contained in the word America. I chose the book American Elsewhere by Robert Jackson Bennett. I know nothing about it. I just searched the word America and found this. Well, I want to thank you so much for watching my plans for April of 2026. If you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe to my channel to be notified of my upcoming videos. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.